Alright, beautiful people, it's Shantell back with another tutorial, and we're going to jump right into this look, starting off with the Morphe 28F palette, that powder pink color. That's going to be our transition shade, and I'm just going to put that right below my brow bone. And as always, to get the best look for your eyeshadow, you always want to blend everything out. That is most important. So just keep blending until you're satisfied with how it looks. So now that I'm satisfied with this color, I'm going to go into the Morphe 35B palette. I'm going to use that pink shade as my second transition shade, and I'm going to follow that up with the purple one as well. So I'm following up with this purple shade, and I'm using the same blending brush that I used for the previous shade, and I'm just putting that towards the outer corner of my eye. Now I'm taking my Paintstick in Pure White by MAC, and I'm using that as a cut crease. And since this is a white base, you want to be careful and make sure it's evenly distributed throughout your eyelid, because if there's any clumps, it'll definitely show once you put the shadow on. And of course, like it does in every video, my camera just decided to die on me, and I did not notice. Story of my life. So it cut off some of the eyeshadow portion, but all I did was take the shadows from the 35B palette, and then I packed that on with a e.l.f. flat brush, and then I used the NYX Liquid Liner, and I just put that across my lash line. I didn't wing it out, and then I followed with the iEnvy lashes and my NARS concealer to clean it all up. And then following the concealer with my Becca Backlight Primer. I like this primer because it doesn't make you look oily or shiny, but it gives you a nice glow under your foundation. And I am trying out the Bobbi Brown foundation in 6.5 Warm Almond. I liked it. It does look a little shiny on camera, but it does not look that bad, especially once you set your skin. But I do like it, and I got a sample of it from Sephora because anything I want to try out, I always get samples. So make sure you do that. Get your samples, ladies. Don't go out and spend your money on something you may not like. And of course, for concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Splash Concealer, this time in Fawn. I do want to try something different because I always use that, and I saw in B. Marie's videos that she tried the Kat Von D Locket and she seemed to really like it, so I may try that one out just to try something different. But with my contour, I do like to do it the same shade as my skin, or maybe just like a smidget darker, because it gives a more natural look. Because I like my eyes to look dramatic, but I like my face overall to look pretty natural and not too harsh, or not too many harsh lines. So that's why I take my foundation brush, just to blend everything out so it can all look very seamless. And I take my Sacha Buttercup to set under my eye, and I do not bake. I just press it into my skin because I don't want that cakey look. And honestly, I wish that there was another color, because I have red undertones and that powder is pretty yellow. So if she had one that was like more orangey or more pinky, that would be perfect because it is a little yellow. But then I followed that up with the MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish in Deep to set the rest of my face. And then I'm going to take my favorite drugstore powder ever, the Black Opal powder in medium, and I'm going to set my jawline with that, just to give a more structured look. Oh, and I forgot, I do brush out my eyebrows once they're dry, so that's what I'm doing now. all kinds of setting spray, but honestly, I just use water, and I may put a little bit of rosemary in there, but I have slept in my makeup setting my spray or setting my face with water, and it still looks fine the next day, even though you shouldn't do that. But anywho, I take my favorite highlight, the Artist Couture highlight. I do need to find something else to try out too, because I use this all the time. But I follow this highlight up with a Milani eyeshadow in Bella Copper, and I use that on top of my highlight as well, just to give me a more bronzy golden look. Now I'm just taking that same paint stick from MAC, and I'm using that as a base for the shadows I'm going to be putting on my waterline. That's the yellow, orange, and pink. And then after that, I take the MAC mascara in False Lashes, and I put that on my bottom lash line. And I also take a Sephora eyeshadow stick in a dark blue, and I put that in my waterline. Am I the only person that once I like successfully beat my face, I get a little excited and turn into like this lip singer of all time? But then I take the MAC, it's actually a eyeliner, but I'm using it as a lip liner. It's in Purple Designer. And then I'm taking the OCC Lip Tar, and I'm using that for lipstick. And as you can see, I got it all over my lips and in my mouth. So I take a lip brush, and I just clean that up. And then I take some foundation and I clean up the outside of my lips. Just brushing off that excess powder. And then using the Black Radiance bronzer and Ginger Snap to bronze my skin. And then I just end that up with some setting spray, aka water in a bottle. And the look is complete. And I hope you guys like this look. And if you want to follow me on any social medias, everything will be listed down below in the description box. And as always, stay blessed, beautiful people. Have a good one. Mwah.